Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel, as always with a smile on my face because you're watching my face. So let's go ahead and talk about relationship advice in this video. Not that I'm excellent at relationships. You know, all relationships struggle in their different ways. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. So let's get right into the video. Okay guys, so if you want to get your coffees with me, I have some fresh delicious coffee. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right here. I'm still paused. Okay, if you're back, whatever. Come back, they said. Okay guys, so I wrote some notes. You already know what the notes, okay? Tip number 1. I think I should just talk a little bit about coronavirus really quick, okay? I believe that there is a strong reason that we're all quarantined in our homes with our families or with your kids. You know, I believe that there were families that were broken probably and are gonna come out whole and stronger and built by faith out of all of this. And I also believe that not only just with families but within yourselves, you know, like you have nothing else to do but other than sit at home, you know. Yeah, you could be on your phone or whatever, but you have to sit more like in your thoughts and like think about things that are bothering you or things that you don't like about yourself, or you know, like things like that. So I believe that this is a moment for you to work on yourself and, you know, like build yourself, you know, build your confidence, like your happiness, like whatever makes you happy. Reading a book, you know, you may have not had time to read a book like you wish you could have, so you could use this time to like read a book or read your Bible and actually meditate and just listen to God's word and, you know, be with him. You know, many times we get lost, like, you know, I'm one of them. I get lost, or sometimes I'm just so distracted, or I'm so busy with life and working a lot, and you know, like my son, you know, it's not an excuse, but sometimes it does get to me. So, you know, I've realized that in this moment, you know, like Jesus is really trying to speak to me and speak to y'all and speak to all my friends and my family, you know, like just wants to talk, you know. Sometimes he just wants to chit chat and really like get intimate with each and every one of us. So I think that that's one of the tips that I want to talk about right now. So yeah, so get into the word or do things that make you happy and feel good about yourself, whether it's like giving yourself like a good little spa day, take a good bath, you know, like soak in the bath, whatever makes you happy, do it. You know, I believe we're all going to come out strong, and I truly believe that. So let me take a sip. That was a good one. Okay, tip number 2. So I want to talk about relationships that struggle with maybe trust issues, or, you know, trust issues is kind of difficult, you know. So I feel like trust issues come from somewhere. So whether it's you that are having the trust issues or your significant other has the trust issues, it came from somewhere. So I think it's y'all's job to gather up as a team and discover the root of that problem, what caused it, like how did it happen, or you know, things like that, and just kind of compromise. But it's always very big to communicate with each other. Like communication in a relationship, at a job, like anywhere, it is very key. Like it is like you gotta do it, okay? So I believe communication is like very important, especially in relationships, you know. Like as for me, I can't read stuff as mind stuff. I can't read my mind, you know. So I believe if you tell them or he tells me like, hey, like blah 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 blah, you know, I believe that y'all can solve the problem compromise, grow from it. You know what I mean? Like, you never want to stop growing, especially in a relationship. You want to continue to grow and just dig deeper in each other's, like, you know, like, love. You know what I mean? Like, you want to grow and you want someone that's going to challenge you. So I believe you should talk to your boyfriends and girlfriends, okay? Talk to them, tell them what's going on. So yeah, I believe that y'all should definitely talk to one another, okay? Trust issues, talk about them. Get to the root of them. Even if it's going to be a difficult conversation, hey, you know, that's what has to happen. Or, you know, you get to a decision that, hey, maybe this isn't working out. And yeah, it's going to hurt. It's going to bother you for a little bit. You're going to cry, and it's okay, you know? But because you made that decision, don't forget, like, a week later, like, why did I do that? You know what I mean? Like, no, you had your reasons, you know, things didn't work out, and that's okay, because God's purpose is so much bigger. You know what I mean? Like, there's already a person that's made specifically for you, and don't forget about that. You know, like, you're gonna find your one. You're gonna find your person that actually feeds your soul. So yeah, take another sip. That was good. Tip number 3. I want to talk about challenging your partner. Challenge your partner to always literally be the very best version of themselves. I mean, I never want to, like, feel content or, like, satisfied with where I'm at, you know? And that's, like, emotionally, spiritually, financially, everything. Like, every aspect of my life, I never want to be content with that, because then I'll never keep going, you know what I mean? Like, I'll never keep striving for what I want. So I believe you should challenge your partner, you know, like, to always be the best version of themselves. So if that's, like, you know, like, job wise, or, like, you know, like, look at me, I'm making videos, you know, like, for YouTube, you know, like, this is just something that I like to do, but I'm happy that I'm being challenged as well. Like, hey, go make a video, or, you know what I mean? Like, even from some of y'all, you know, y'all were always, like, texting me or, like, commenting, like, hey, when you're gonna make new videos, you know? So I like that, you know, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I appreciate Staffa, if you're watching. You're my dog. Keep challenging me. So challenge your partners. It's very important, you know, like, just dig deep. Yes. Tip number 4. Tip number 4 I want to say is, let's talk about cheating, okay? This is a tough one, but for all you ladies, you men out there, if you've ever been cheated on, you know, it's very hard. You know, I want to say that sometimes it's kind of, like, very difficult, especially I've always been one to say, like, if I've ever been cheated on, I'm kind of out the door, you know? But if you feel like you can work on it, at least try to work on it, you know, talk about it. Your partner was the cheater, and that partner is, like, really trying, and, like, you can tell, and, like, is doing everything possible that they can do to comfort you and to make you feel better. Try, you know, I'm all for it. You try to get through it, and if things just don't progress, or things don't get better, or it happens again, you know, your worth is so much more. So I say you pack up your bags and you go, girl or man, whoever's watching, you go. You know what I mean? Like, you do things that are going to make you happy and that are going to feed your soul. You know what I mean? I believe if you truly love someone, that will never, like, ever cross their mind, or that will never, like, become, that will never come between you or that person. You know what I mean? Like, no one should ever jeopardize the relationship if they truly love you. So I feel like I said, if you feel like it's gonna work out and you're trying, hey, I'm all for it. You know, forgiveness is very big, you know? But if it doesn't progress and it just really isn't going nowhere and you still feel the same, your worth is very big, okay? I believe you are worth everything and anything. So if you feel like, hey, it's my time to get out, it's okay. Go find your king or your queen that's gonna treat you and that will never cheat on you. You know what I mean? Like, you can do this. It's gonna be okay. Cry about it. Do what you gotta do. Actually heal from it and then move on. You know what I mean? Like, find someone that's really gonna feed you in all aspects of your life and just like really bring you so much joy, love, and happiness. Okay? That was good. Tip number 5. I didn't have a tip 5, but honestly I just made this up and it was a good one. So tip number 5, I believe relationships with everybody. I mean, you know, we have relationships with everybody. Like, I have a relationship with my son, I have a relationship with my boyfriend, I have a relationship with my mom, you know, my brother. So I believe all relationships in your life, if you sit back and you like really analyze each and every one of them and you feel like one of them is struggling, try and fix it. You know what I mean? Try and fix it. You know, like, I do also believe that some relationships don't work out for a reason. God has his reasons. So just like there's seasons, right? There's different seasons for each person in our life. So some of those people in your lives are your roots, some of those people are leaves. During the seasons, the leaves shed and then there's new leaves. So some people may be leaves in your life, you know what I mean? And you have to really learn and distinguish between the two. Some people aren't to be in your life forever, you know, like you can't take everybody where you're going. So I truly believe that if you analyze and you truly see like, hey, this person really isn't good for me, and you feel like you want to get away from that, it's okay, you know what I mean? Talk to them, let them know like, hey, this is how I feel. If they like, oh, this is how I feel too, you know, hey, work it out, you know what I mean? But if not, and y'all just aren't going anywhere and it's just, you know what I mean? And I truly want you to really just analyze each relationship in your life, whether it's a great relationship, like, you know, if it's a broken relationship or a super toxic relationship, distinguish the difference between your roots and your leaves in your life. So your roots, they grow with you. Like, they will never stop growing. Your roots will always be there, you know? And I know those people are in my life. And yeah, I've had to shed many leaves in my life, you know? It was heartbreaking, but I knew that I couldn't take them where I was going, and it just had to happen. And you know, like, you never know like why things are happening, or you know, it's gonna hurt you, of course, like it hurt me, but you know, just sometimes it has to be done. So I feel like to have a positive life and like really live happy and just grow as an individual, analyze each relationship in your life, okay? And I want to let y'all know, if there's some people out there that you have to let go, like your leaves, it's okay, and I'm with you, and you're gonna get through it just like I did. And yeah, it's gonna be okay. And yeah. Alright, Life of Case Fam, that is all I have for y'all today. It was a good chit chat, I think. And I really hope that y'all really let some of the things that I talked about really soak in and like help y'all. If y'all want more of these little sit down talk with y'all moments, I could do many more of them. I think I'm gonna switch up my next video. I think I'm gonna do a cooking video next week, actually in like 2 days. So if y'all want to see a cooking video, let me know what y'all want to see me cook. Keep it like not hard, because I'm not like a super big chef, okay? But anyways, so I will be back with another video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and just share, you know what I mean? Like, just share. What? I don't know what I'm talking about now. Anyways, but yeah, I hope y'all like this video, and